next on the chopping block, we got a Pontiac Parisian, aka box Chevy. It's my buddy JJ's car. He hates when I call it a box Chevy, but basically it's a box Chevy. I mean, really the only difference is you can kind of tell the front end's just a little bit different. Let me show you the front caps. But you can see the front's a little bit different, and of course the rear sections are a little bit different. Rear tail lights are a little bit different. You can kind of see, but like I said, he likes to call it what it is, which it is a Pontiac, but it's a box Chevy to me. It's all the same car. You can kind of see, like I said, that's compared to Big Meech. So, I mean, they pretty much look like the same car, but as you can see, we're already putting the front brake kit on. We'll kind of go into that a little bit. We're going to be doing a pretty good sized build on this thing. We're swapping the engine, fitting the wheels and everything on it. We're going to be doing brakes all the way around, suspension all the way around. So I just kind of wanted to show a little bit of before we get going, because like I said, I get busy sometimes and forget, but we'll show y'all a little bit of how that stuff goes, and then kind of show you before. Like I said, normally I don't show how they start out, but show y'all what we're putting on this thing. So here's the wheels that's going on it. 26s. It's a good looking wheel. You can kind of see from here, it don't look like it, fit too bad, but let me throw this straight edge up here. You can see right now we are still probably a good inch and a quarter or so away from getting the wheel. Let me get back so you can see it. Getting the wheel actually under the car. So we got to do something. I think on this one here, we're going to actually do a custom 9-inch in it, and then get it basically ordered to our length to what we need, and then we'll wind up having to notch the frame just a little bit, because these wheels here with a 7-inch lip, you can see it's got the big lip on it. It's actually got a it's 11-inch wheel. Actually measures 11 inches, so pretty good size wheel to try to fit on here. So we're gonna get that on. Like I said, get the brake kits on, suspension in. We'll kind of show y'all how it progresses, and then show y'all the motor and stuff as we go. Stay tuned. All right, so Chris has already got the front brake kit on. We still got to put hoses. I always leave the old calipers on, until we get the hoses, but kind of show y'all basically. I know y'all seen us cut them. We've already cut these spindles, but if you can see here, this is what the finished product looks like basically. If you originally here, there's an ear here where the factory caliper kind of bolted on, and then the same thing down at, let me see if I can get in here and show you. Same thing down in this bottom corner right here where my finger is. Basically have to chop that ear off. Make sure, they'll come with different bolt kits. Every one of them's a little bit different, so make sure you read the instructions, but you gotta drill it, tap out these holes here, and tap out the hole, if you can see it up in here, for the top. Just make sure, big on these things, man, Loctite these bolts. I know it's a pain to get them off later if you need to, but if you don't Loctite them, I can almost guarantee you're gonna have issues later on down the road. And then also, these bolts here, where they go through basically through the rotor hat, Loctite them, because if you don't Loctite them things, like I said, just as you drive it, they will loosen up, and you'll have a no brake issue. When you go to hit the brakes, the rotor will just be spinning in there. A lot of these things, even if they come pre-assembled, I would either safety wire them. Some of them have safety wire on the back of them. They actually have holes, and you can run the safety wire to keep that from coming out. Same thing with the studs. Loctite the studs in there. You do not want an issue with that. It's just the simple step. Yeah, if you ever have to take it back apart, it makes it a little bit of a pain, but they make different strengths. You don't have to use red. You can use, you know, blue or whatever, but just something to hold them bolts from coming out, because I see it all the time. And like I said, and we've had brand new kits that come pre-assembled that the bolts will actually rattle out of. So just something to keep in mind when you're installing these brakes on these cars. I'm gonna show y'all too. All right, this is the skirt on this particular side. You can see how flat it is. So we're gonna have to go in here, the original release on this thing. We're gonna try to keep it. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but anyway, it's got a one handle release in here, and it's got the little latches in the corners. We're gonna try to keep it to where we can use the factory release on it, so we can keep it to where you can install them, you know, take them off on and off, you know, fairly easy. But just don't know for sure if it's gonna work out. But just kind of give y'all a look, like I said, what it's gonna look like before we get rolling. We definitely will put the fender skirts back on it. So like I said, just stay tuned. We'll keep y'all posted as we go.